Happy Sunday. We're here. As you can see, the strip is in our background. There's the strip. And we're here at the Rio because we are attending the women's conference, which is this whole weekend. But Stephanie, my dad, and Tips, and I are planned to come for Sunday since, you know, the kids or Emmeline has dance on Saturday. So I have my whole crew here. And we're gonna head in. We're at the women's conference. Here's the benefit booth.
What you getting, baby? You coming to get a cupcake or cookies?
Oh my gosh, you get a cupcake or cookie?
A cupcake? Okay, so you grab one of those, and then what kind do you want? So you have them.
Look how cute this setup is here. We do weddings. We're here at the Mayel booth, and then here's all the makeup. The girls are testing out the makeup. And then say hi, Viv. And then Steph. And then here's all, this is kind of what it looks like all different types of vendors. Ooh, look, it's like Hawaiian stuff clothing there. Making ourselves comfortable over here in the teepee at the Matilda Jane booth. How cool this is. Butterflies.
Wake up, wake up, wake up.
Wow, that's so cool. At Volcano Cafe, we got a Thai tea, slush, with boba, lychee mango, slush with boba. Good? Here, this Thai tea slush, and that's lychee mango. Happy birthday, dear Mari. Happy birthday to Okay, so happy Monday. So I don't know if you remember my last vlog, or 2 vlogs ago, when I was saying that I was here at the radiology place to get an ultrasound for my breast tissue issue. I don't know, just my extra breast tissue that I wanted to check out. Finally got it done. Anxiety because, so she did the ultrasound on the right side, which is the correct side, because the first time they gave me the order for the left side. But I got nervous because she checked the left side too, and I guess did like a split screen. I don't know what I was looking at to compare, and like all these things just ran through my mind. I was just paranoid. And then when she was done, she's like, okay, I'm going to show this to the radiologist and I'll be back. So I was thinking, is there something wrong? Like, why does she need to, like, because I know, like, sometimes it takes time to get the results, or a day or two. Yeah. So, I don't know. She said, so then anyway, she came back and she was like, okay, you know, you can change now and your doctor will get the results in 2 days. Which is weird because Brian had an ultrasound done a short while ago, and it took forever to get the results or to hear the results. And even at the time when I was trying to call right away for the results, they were like, oh, it could take like up to 2 weeks or a week or 2 weeks. I don't know why they said here, it was a different place, they said 2 days. So I don't know. I'll just feel relieved that everything's clear and that it is excess breast tissue and nothing for me to worry about. Yeah. I'll just feel better once I get that call. So anyways, I'm just glad it's done, and now I'm debating to do laundry today. This came from this Gramercy building. It's so nice. We went to a PR agency in here because I had to pick up the Dunkin' Donuts raffle for our event. Freaking facility is so beautiful. I wish I took a video inside. It's so nice. We're here at Neighbors Cafe because I actually won a gift card for here. Or not gift card. A meal here that I'm gonna claim finally.
You said it was for Guya, and she said no. It's Emmeline. I think no.
Mia.
Mia.
Aww. She's got a paid sticker on her butt. And then they're also sponsoring our event, so I gotta pick up some stuff. Cute. Okay, here's our yummy food. So we got the steak and eggs, the 8-ounce ribeye farm eggs, mashed potatoes, house-made chimichurri toast, and then a fruit bowl. Got a plate for Colby, and me and Daddy gonna share. She wants some potatoes. Give her cutted some potatoes. We're leaving. It's a long line. That place was really good. I wish it was closer. If tasting that one dish was any indicator of the rest of the menu, I would love to try the rest of their stuff. I bet everything else is really good. Happy Wednesday, you guys. Sorry I didn't vlog again yesterday after we did our errands and stuff. Oops. So my grandfather passed away yesterday in the morning in the Philippines, which they're like way ahead of time than us. So by the time we found out, it was yesterday afternoon. I was literally dropping off Emmeline at her dance. We dropped off Malia, then we dropped off Emmeline, and Brian was actually with me, which was perfect timing. He was driving, so it was good that I didn't find out while I was driving. But Emmeline was literally like jumping out the car, and I saw my text from my mom, and I don't know what my reaction was, but Emmeline obviously knew something was wrong, but I didn't want to I couldn't like control my reaction. But then I realized quickly that she was still getting out the car, and I didn't want her to go for 3 hours being upset and to dance. So she's like, "What's wrong? What happened?" I was like, "Oh, nothing, nothing. Just go ahead. Okay, see you later." And I just broke down, you know, like it took a minute to hit me, and then I broke down crying. And if you guys been following my vlogs, you'll know that my grandparents actually moved back to the Philippines. They've been living in New York for the majority of their life, like pretty much. You know, that's where like all their kids ended up coming. Well, most of their kids ended up coming to, and you know, they loved New York. They didn't want to leave their apartment in Queens, even for years before, when other family members suggested like them living with them. They wanted to stay in their home. But, you know, due to, you know, certain arrangements that were made by other family members, they wanted them, even though my grandmother kept asking to come back to New York, to kind of settle into the Philippines and be comfortable there. I hate saying this, but, you know, in their, like, last, you know, time or days, years, or whatever, you know, left on this earth. But I barely have spoken to them since they've moved. The last time that, like, the last time I physically saw them was when I said goodbye before they left, and it was like a few months before we moved. And I've only seen them through Skype a handful of times, and the last time I did see them on Skype was in December when my parents were here. When we were in Sedona, we were lucky to catch them online on Skype, although it was really hard to talk to my grandmother because her hearing is very bad now. So it's not really like a great conversation because she can barely hear us. And that's the last time that I spoke to my grandfather. So, you know, it was expected because they're already in their 90s. So it's like one of those things, like, you know, that's the ultimate outcome, and this is how life is, but you just don't ever want to anticipate the day that you'll get that call or text or whatever it is. But he lived a great life, a long life, and you know, he was ready to rest, and you know, now he's in heaven with my aunt, who Emmeline is named after, my dad's sister, Emmeline. Yeah, so we told the kids when they came home, and I just wish we could be there with my family in the Philippines for all of the arrangements, but I already knew that once I heard they were moving there, that would be the last time that I would see them, because there's no way that I could make it all the way over there even by myself. With that said, I'm very grateful to have had my grandparents in my life for most of my life, and they have been there for me so much. And I know some people don't even have their grandparents, you know, in their life, and they were there for me, you know, since I was born. And I'm just very thankful that my kids were able to meet my grandparents, their great-grandparents. So I know for many that's not even possible, because I've never even met my great-grandparents, and I'm so blessed for the bond that they were able to have with my own kids. Anyway, I'm in the school parking lot. I don't want to start bawling, but I just had to come on here and just express my gratitude for my family, and that I love my grandfather, and that I love my grandmother, and I wish I could be with her. And I know he's always going to watch over us. So thank you guys for all of your messages online, because I did post a picture and all that. So yeah. Here at the McDonald's on Rainbow and Sahara for like a special behind the scenes kitchen walkthrough. Like apparently they renovated this. So let's check it out. I have Colby with me, and Daddy's going to come because he has to watch her, and Emmeline we're gonna drop off late to dance. Just went to this McDonald's, and it's really beautiful inside. They renovated it. It looks really, really nice, and I keep seeing it from when driving on this road. I don't know if you can see from here, but they have like this big cup, McDonald's cup in the front, and it's really modern inside. So I think the whole point of me coming here for this event was to kind of like share with you guys like their new renovation and how nice it looks, and can you give her that, and like some of the new changes that they have going on for McDonald's, like great new changes from what they're telling me. Unfortunately, I had the most interesting experience, because anytime I get invited to something, like I always, especially if it's maybe more of like a smaller event, I always try to make sure like what are the logistics of what it is I need to do when I arrive, or like who do I need to ask for or speak with, or is there anything, bless you, specific that I am to mention. So I wasn't able to find that out prior, but I went anyway. Because I didn't hear back from them, but I went anyway because I you know, had an obligation and I already committed to going. And then when I went in there, the manager was there, and I asked him for the person that I go back to my email to make sure that I can reference the person that I was speaking to. And I mentioned her name. I was like, yeah, I'm here to see so-and-so, or I'm not sure exactly who to speak to, but I was invited by her for an event, like a kitchen walkthrough of some sorts. And he was just rude. He was just like, oh, I don't know about any ketchup. Do you work for McDonald's? I'm like, no, I don't. I said I'm an influencer and I was invited by a representative. And he's like, oh, and I was like trying to show the email, but I couldn't pull the very first email. So I stepped to the side, pulled it up, and then showed him. And I'm like, well, this is the address, correct? And he didn't even know the address of the location that he works for. He's like, I was like, 2340 South Rainbow Avenue, isn't that the address here? And he had, like, a customer had to answer from looking at the receipt. And I'm like, he's like, oh yeah. And I'm like, he's like, well, there's nothing going on here. I don't know of anything. And I'm like, I was like, well, the date says the 25th, 2 to 4, I mean 4 to 6. So perhaps they gave me the wrong date or the wrong location. I'm not sure, but I'll find out, I guess. I'll give her a call. He's like, yeah, I would have known if some big shot was coming. Like, really? Was that absolutely necessary to say that? Especially, like, I don't consider myself a big shot by any means whatsoever, but I mean, I did say I was an influencer, but didn't really specify, go into detail, who I was and all that. So I just said, oh, I actually know I'm an influencer and was invited for an event by a representative. But, like, you're gonna say that to me? Like, that's just rude. I didn't even catch his name, and I ended up speaking to the representative, and somehow it got lost along the way to send me the email that they had to cancel it last minute, which I totally understand. She was so apologetic about it and felt so bad, but I told her, no worries. Like, I'm just glad I found out what's going on and that I wasn't late or I didn't mess anything up as far as dates or times. She was so sorry, but I told her I understand that end of it because, you know, doing things for 411, like, I know how that is to correspond with a lot of people for an event. Like, sometimes these things happen. Like, sometimes it's computer or human error. Like, I get it. All I was just trying to do is just find out if I messed anything up. And I had to tell her that that guy was just rude. And she was just saying, you know, it's just surprising because, you know, most times McDonald's, like, people are super nice. At least two in my experience. But this guy, I don't know what his problem was. It wasn't even busy in there, so I don't know what his problem was. But anyway, at least it's not that far from Emmeline's school, so I didn't really go super out of my way to come here. I just had to let Emmeline miss gymnastics, and then Brian was actually gonna come here to stay with Colby while I went back in the kitchen. But luckily, he didn't, you know, he didn't make it in time over here. He was on his way, but I told him, never mind, just go back to doing what you have to do. Anyway, yeah, interesting. Okay, so I'm here at Stephanie's. Oh my gosh, I'm at 7%. Stephanie, say hi. Hi. So it's good thing I didn't vlog because I have the fishy. Yes, I just ate a really good lunch, by the way. Thank you for the lunch, Stephanie. She made me like a fancy croissant sandwich with like a kale cranberry salad. It looked like something I'm gonna eat like at Cheesecake Factory at lunchtime. But I was starving because I didn't eat at all, and I've been running around like crazy. I went to Town Square. First, I went to the Look Salon. I didn't even vlog in there. To pick up, they gave some gift certificates, and they're giving a free blowout. And I went to Pottery Shop. They gave free pink passes for our swag bags, and then also a gift certificate for $25 as well. And then I went to Park to pick up the bags that they had done the screen printing on for the swag. So look at all of this stuff, you guys. This is insane. Look at all other things. We got Pixie Beauty, we got Star Skin, we got $100 gift card from Dunkin' Donuts. We have our these are all of our sponsors. Thank you to our sponsors. We got Orleans passes. We even have Las Vegas Ice Center passes. We got some gift baskets that Stephanie put together from extra products that we had and extra products that Anna has had. And we also got some My Face Story masks here, some pretty little lashes. So we're going to bag up all this stuff before I go pick up the kids, just so we have it all situated for Sunday. So I just posted my vlog yesterday. Hopefully some of you guys can come. And luckily Colby is being busy here. Right? Playing with Melania's toys. Thanks, Melania. Bye.
I can be your paradise. I can be your paradise. I can be your paradise.
Malia at a sleepover birthday party. And now we're here at their school because they have a school family dance. Right, Colby? It does. We got pizza. Elliot has hot dog. And we got popcorn, right? There's Christy. And 2 of the 4 boys. Good, Colby? Colby's dancing with Emmeline somewhere over there. And Christy's there and her kids. Come on! Go! Mia. Mia. Malia! Hi. It's her other friend's birthday party. And then her friend's birthday party that was last night's also here too. Wayne, come here! Hi. Colby wants to skate. Colby's being mad because she wants her own skates. She even tried on Emmeline's skates.
Yeah.
Look who's with me. Hi. Another mom's day out. Aren't we daring? A dance party and bowling. Skating. Look at these 2. You watching, son?